Alright, that is set. Looks like I'm live now. Okay. Go to YouTube Studio. I don't think that's up. YouTube Studio. Sign in. I'm just gonna let me sign into both places. God damn, all this security shit. Facial ID, come on. Damn it, man. Dude. Y'all doing too much with Google. You're not asking the most, Google. I don't know my. I forgot my pen. Google. This shit is lame. Okay. Okay. I think I'm live. But how do I pull this up? Can't do that. Alright, so that doesn't work. can't tell if anybody's in here, but oh shit, my camera's not even on. God damn. Why isn't this going? Cancel. Oh, computer's gonna blow up. My computer is not having fun. Alright, so we're gonna have to disconnect here. Likely. Sheesh. Okay, exit. Is it because OBS is over there? Is that why? Let's go camo. Reset this son of a bitch. Alright. What's going on here? Oh, that's why. That is why. There we go. All of this crap. Okay. Now the question is am I live? Because I can't tell. Concurrent viewers. Warning the stream, what? Something's going on, guys. Like, I'm on the road, so if you guys are watching this right now, just bear with me. It's lower. Okay, the bit rate is, all right, so there's a delay. It's lower than the recommended bit rate. Yeah. Okay. Well, how do I edit this? This might not happen. This might not happen. And let's go to settings. Okay. Stream. Output. Video bit rate. Okay, so let's crank that up to 3,000. So hit apply. Let's see. Let's get rid of this delay. All right. No. Oh, verifies you. God dang it, dude. If y'all are watching right now, your boy is having to fix or finagle this. Oh shit. I'm having to finagle or just put together the stream, and it is not as easy as I thought it would be. Nothing ever is. Okay, that's back up. Your SoFi breakdowns have led to small, my truly first successful trade. Hey, Jay Will, shout out to you for running the trade, bro. Can you hear me, real quick? I just want. I'm struggling here a little bit. Can you hear me? All right. Um, is it matching? Like, is there a delay at all? I think there's a delay. That's what I'm trying to fix right now. And I'm low. I can fix that. I can fix the low part. I just have too much going on. I'm gonna exit out of this window. Shit. All right. My bad. Let's fix the sound. How's that? Is that loud enough? I have this mic where I have to speak like directly into it sometimes in order for me to get captured. So let me know. All right. Hey, Jay Will. Hey, congrats though, man, on that SoFi play. I don't think it's done running, but I mean, if you can lock down some profits, that's what's up. I got this backwards. Let's see. On my phone. Can you hear me okay? Is it, or am I still too low? Let's see if I can wrap this over here instead. Let me know if I'm too low, y'all. Just give me a heads up. And then I need to know if y'all can see the screen with the chart, and then we can go over some stuff, and I can just take some requests. Um, your boy is doing this on a hotspot. I got 3 devices going on a hotspot because the Wi-Fi at this hotel is trash. So I took profits but got back into play. Okay. I appreciate that feedback. Okay. So I'm going to send a message quick to the Discord. And then I'm trying to take some requests here. I left my mouse at home. I'm on the road for work. Where's the stream? Can I copy this stream? It's gonna make, okay. Okay, there it is. To answer SoFi questions and maybe some chart review. Okay, so that's that. Your boy gonna get some water quick. Where is SoFi headed now? Made a new high today. That's right, Jeff. Hope you in on the play, Jeff? SoFi did make a new high. All right. So as far as where SoFi is headed, again, let me know if the mic is off or something like that. This mic, sometimes I need to speak directly into it in order for it to get caught. Let me check these lights in here. I might have to turn that off. blind everybody. All right, that's gonna have to do. All right. Thanks, Jeff. So SoFi, I did not get out of my position, just so everybody knows, and there's a reason for that, and I'll cover it. Just give me just a moment. I have to change the settings. Oh, here we go. And okay. So the reason I didn't get it, let me. This should be loaded properly. The reason why I didn't exit my SoFi position is because it is at a state to which there's strength here, and there's a fair amount of buyers and sellers. So I expected us to retrace to this 1113 level, but what they did, they broke under, probably scared a couple people, and then it's popping back up now. Will it hold? That's to be determined. But you know, we have a market sell-off, so who knows what's gonna happen. Either which way, I took a risk and I held on to my positions, because everything that I see is bullish, except for this piece right here. We'll see how this ends. This big volume green bar was a good indicator that buyers are trying to retake SoFi. They probably had time to analyze the numbers, and then of course kick a lot of people out, scare a lot of people out of their positions, and now we're on a little bit of a run, right back where we left off before earnings, right in here. Hey, 2026 is a long time, bro. Good job. That'll definitely print. So here's what I'm hoping for SoFi. I'm pretty much hoping that we find strength here above 1113, 1114, and then from there we need to break through 1171, and if we do that and find strength, then we're headed to 1268. Okay. Technically it's 1285, but 1268 is my take profit target for my short-term positions. So meaning any contracts that I have expiring next week. I don't have any weekly SoFi positions for this week. So once we hit 1268, if I don't see strength continuing through 1285, I am exiting probably most of my positions, if not trimming down. By that point, I should be at about 300 to 400% gains. So at the very least, I'll take majority of my profit off the table. Like you guys probably know already, I have this 80% rule. Let's see if I can fix this camera so this light's not. That light's gonna be little. That light's gonna be the light. It is what it is. All right, I have this 80% rule essentially, where once I'm in profit, I'll take. Well, that's different. So I'm going to take majority of my position out of SoFi. That's short term, so expiring next week, and then I'm letting that ride. I currently have contracts expiring 2025 that I'm still holding on to. I will not sell those if I do not see weakness in the stock. So, and that's of course on the longer term time frame. It is 11:15, right? Yeah. Yep. It is 11:14. Hopefully you can see my screen because I have the chart up and it's live right now. This is SoFi currently. But yeah, I mean, for the near term, that's where I see SoFi going. And then from there, you can see the levels. If you can't see them, then after 1285, my next take profit target is 1397. For some reason, like 1368 is popping up in my head, so I might have to zoom out and recheck some data. But 1397, hoping to break through 1424. 1424, we head to $15. So it's kind of where we are right now with SoFi. Mic is a little quiet. All right. Let's see if I can fix that. Wait one. The gain level. How's that for the mic? Angel. Why does Robinhood stop limit won't work sometimes? Because it's Robinhood. They robbing the hood. That's what it is. They don't want you to get money. I learned the hard way, Ken, that you need to put just a stop order instead of a limit. If you do a stop limit, it could very well blow past your stop limit and fail to execute. That happened to me on the AMC play that I ran up like to $11,000, and I was pissed. So it's like one of those lesson learns. You got to do I think a stop market or just a stop loss, or it's called just a plain stop. Yeah, I think it's just called just stop. But if you do a limit order, there's a chance that doesn't get filled, and it blows right past it, and you lose all your gains. So hopefully that makes sense. Yep. Now I can foresee that happening a lot more on Robinhood than it does on other platforms. Um, but nonetheless, if you have a hard stop on something, then put the hard stop on it. Don't put the limit order on it. Yep. Um, yeah, but SoFi is showing strength in the after hours, so I'm happy about that. We're above the EMAs. We have this big bar. Um, we have what we call an imbalance, and which is huge. That's this section right here, right? We're gonna call that's the imbalance bar. So the imbalance, what that is when there's a gap from a previous bull or bear candle, right, to the next candle to follow. This is called an imbalance, which is a strong signal of a continuation towards, either direction. Depends on how you're looking. I got a lot of questions about imbalances before, so I figured I'd just cover the basics of it right now. Hey, is my mic better? Can somebody confirm? Hey, Ken, I think Webull is great for day trading. That if I were to day trade again, that's the app I would use. I haven't day traded stocks in a fair. I day trade in my TD mirror trade account. So not Charles Schwab, but Thinkorswim. I day trade sometimes there, but it's very rare. What is going on, dude? Hey, my computer tweaking. It's holding on for dear life. Hold on. Let's do connect wireless. All right. Wait just a moment. For those that don't know, I'm away on business. So I'm I have my laptop, my phone, and my tablet kind of connected right now, and all three are like working together on my mobile hotspot. So there might be some delays, some bugs, or whatever. I just figured I'll give it a shot and see if it works out, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, is SCMI a good play? Is it too late to jump in? So let's cover those questions. Yuri Key is, are you, if you're referring to SoFi being too late to jump in, are you? I would say no. Um, so for those that are trying to get into SoFi right now, if the market was open, and I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what I would do. If the market was open and I was looking to find a play on SoFi, I would be looking exactly where we are now for an entry position. So as long as I see volume increasing and then strong um, green bars, yeah, with very little wicking happening, I'm likely to jump in calls here. If I see weakness going into 713, I may, more than likely I jump out and just wait for it to find some support. So here's an example. This crucifix right here, right? If this was closer to this area, um, and it was like a morning star, or is it morning star, evening star? Yeah. I think it's an evening star. And if it was left like that, going into, it was a red bar to follow going into this level, then I'd be hopping out of the position because I just know the price action that to follow typically from this candle. If it's like an abandoned baby type. Um, Hopefully that answers your question, Yuri. So I would be entering here, and my stop loss would be there, where I just said, with my target being 1155 and then 1171 for take profits. As far as that SCMI, I heard that they got smoked, so I gotta keep silver up. Let's keep NQ up. SCMI. Nope, that's not right. What did I type in? Uh, is that SIMC? What's the correct symbol for that? I think it's like semiconductor or something. Yeah, you gotta who is that, Jeff? You gotta let me know what the the ticker is. Oh, it's SMCI. If that's the one you're referring to. Yep. Okay. Okay, so his question was, is it a good play? Well, that's very broad. So are you referring to the downside, the upside? Like what are you looking at here? Yeah, as you can tell easily, everything is pointing, it's in negative territory. So let me just zoom in here. So on the shorter term for this is looking real weak. It looks like, I mean, there's no volume going into here. So what you would be doing is looking for strength above 3280. If you're looking to go long, but man, this is nasty though. And that's short term, just know. Like I don't know how you're playing this, but yeah, that level is like on the money. That level is on the money. For the upside. Okay. Yep. You're hoping for strength right here. Uh, this is just a nasty fall, but yeah, you're hoping for strength above 3250. And if you can see a reversal candle and proper price action with volume to match, then you know you can test the waters and then take it to $39. But a play like this, it would be a further out contract all day because I just don't know how this is going to react. But 32.50, if it falls below it and there's weakness, then I'm just letting it go. I'm letting it go. Everything that I see though is telling me that there's more bleeding to happen. This right here is the MFI, right? So it's a money flow indicator. So it's like a combination of the RFI and price action. It just helps with that. This green line that I have here is a 200 EMA, and then essentially this blue or teal line that you see, if it's above 50, then we're bullish. If it's below 50, we're bearish. And typically, how you play it is if it crosses. I think this is why my screen keeps cutting out on me. If we cross that intersection, typically is a play towards the downside or upside, depends on where it's going. But I need to get my second screen back up. One moment. I think it just times out if I don't touch the screen. So I'm gonna just remind myself to figure that out. Okay. All right. Bear with me. Second screen is up. They have booking issues. Yeah, I seen that. Okay. My second screen is up. I'm back in business. All right. Hey guys, just so y'all know, like, I haven't been feeling the greatest, and I'm away on business, so exhaustion is a real thing. So excuse me in advance if I'm fumbling my words or something like that. It's just my brain's not braining the way it needs to be braining. Okay. They have booking issues, yeah. So yeah, that I don't like this. This is nasty. This is nasty. But anyway, any other questions or stocks that y'all want to go through? I do want to touch on silver. I haven't looked at it yet, but there's been reports of the potential squeeze on silver, which that'll be interesting. But I've been talking about silver going on a bull run for a very long time, and those that know. So I'm probably gonna let me just reset these drawings because it's a mess. Helps me see everything. TA on Disney, please. I can do that right now. Any suggestions for upcoming minnow plays? I'm just starting. Yes, minnow plays. I got you. We should run into a few tonight during this live, so I'll call out a few for you. But somebody asked for Disney, so we're gonna do that real quick. I gotta make sure my screen doesn't time out on me though. Yeah, let me do Disney first, and then we'll hop onto silver, okay? Because Disney is kind of interesting right now. I know that my chart looks crazy, but I know what I'm looking at. That's all that matters. So if you can see my screen, you can already see that Disney is in the channel. So it was in an uptrend, but it hit this double top, and now it looks like this may be like a short-term head and shoulders type of pattern. So I am expecting Disney to fall down to about $93, and then bounce from there and go on a rocket. So that would be touching this ascending line of support, and I think that's right on time because earnings is on the 14th of November. So we want this pullback to happen, and so you guys know, The moment that Disney hits this line and I see strength of a potential reversal, I am jumping into longs. I'm going in calls on Disney at this level. If it breaks below 93.12 and I see weakness to continue, then I'm gonna let it go and just wait. I am predicting that if it breaks through that, we'll head to 92.76. Not my apologies. I have it going to 93.83. Then falling through that, the next level would be the $93, and then following that would be 92.76. So I'm waiting on a rebound at any of those levels essentially. Once I see it, I'm jumping in. Oh yeah, I love when you do this. uh, hey, so okay, okay, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, man, silver is a banger, and it took a lot of people to catch on, but y'all have to understand. So first of all, if you guys haven't been on the silver train, that is one of the easiest stocks to come up on, and I say that because that's one of the ETFs that requires very little movement for you to have a massive percentage gain. So this thing can move 30 cents and you're up 80% on your money. It's insane. Silver is absolutely insane. So it's all about waiting for right structure. And I'm going to give you guys a silver play before we get off the live. So um, yeah, brother B, that Carvana dude, I did not see that thing going up. When I seen Carvana originally, I and when I identified or realized that it was owned majority by institutions, I figured institution was probably going to run it up, but I just wasn't sure. When I think the institutional ownership at the time when Carvana came out was like 80%, 70, 80%. And it was very manipulated at the time. And I just wanted to stay away because I just didn't see it. You know, I know Europe, I think Germany, they have this vending machine that works for them. And, you know, that company is doing well. But yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't think it was gonna pick up that well here in the U.S. Damn, that's lightning. All right, who's looking for a silver play? Hopefully, the Disney thing. So somebody asked about Disney, and real quick, so I already told you about the level I'm looking for it to fall to. So if you don't catch Disney at this level, let's say you snoozed and you just forgot or whatever, then I really need Disney to break above 97.35, like show like good strength above the level. So that is a strong green bar through this level in a in a bar opening above the level. That's what I'm looking for, because I believe if we break that, then we're headed back to over $100 for Disney. So let me tell y'all something real quick about Disney. Y'all know that first of all, everybody knows how Disney is expensive. However, I end up doing some research, have it somewhere, but Disney is substantially more expensive now than it was pre-pandemic. So not only is it more expensive to buy their tickets, the concessions are more expensive, the resort fees or you know the hotel accommodations, whatever, that's more expensive. Everything is up, and people are still paying. They're not crowded, but um, it's insane with how many people that are there. And I've talked to locals too. People come there just for a weekend all the time. Florida people. So it's It is what it is, man. I think Disney ain't going nowhere. It is what it is. You want me to keep it real on SoFi at $15? You don't want me to be you don't want me to be one of those those pumpers, those YouTubers. They be like, oh, we going to 18, we going to 20. Um, Look, man, SoFi is SoFi. This is what I will say. I would not be surprised if we didn't see 17 plus dollars on SoFi by the end of the year. I also wouldn't be surprised if if SoFi didn't see those numbers by end of the week. Now, why do I say that? I say that because of how I've tracked this company for the past, I don't know, 4 years plus, and they've missed on earnings. I want to say 1 or 2 times. Okay. Um, they missed once of the 11 of the past 12 earnings. They've only missed once, and I remember that vividly and what they did in order to make adjustments for their bottom line. So everybody was expecting that miss. So the reason why I can see it hitting those numbers tomorrow even is because they just reported their fourth quarter profitability, because they're continuously growing in members, because they triple beat their earnings, because they just reported net profitability. Again, sorry if I said that 4 times or 2 times, but there's not really much slowing down for SoFi. So it feels like the core of SoFi is kind of covered. And now we are trying to figure out that tech platform and how to boost that profitability. So it's kind of like Disney. So with Disney, the biggest issue with Disney wasn't the parks or the cruises or the licenses they have with Marvel and Star Wars. The problem with Disney was the streaming service. And so investors were trying to figure out, how are you going to grow this part of your business? Investors already know that Disney is going to crush it at the parks and crush it at on the cruises and all these things. But how are you generating revenue? How are you going to double, triple your streaming department? Because that's what's new. That's what's going to boost the stock. That's what's going to have people invest more into Disney. That's what's going to raise your market cap, because it's a new piece of your moat, but it's not yet figured out. All right. So SoFi is the same way. SoFi has the loan origination down. They have banking, investing. They have they have SoFi Relay. They have these partnerships for several things now, like business banking and business loans, as well as life insurance. So the only big question mark, right, for SoFi is Galileo and Technisys. So this report that they just gave, 24 hours live. This report that they just gave showed 17% of increased revenue for Galileo, which is great, but they're still not reporting whether or not they have major clients that are on board. They hinted at that being that's coming last earnings. Now that we had experienced a rate cut, right? But that has not been solidified yet, right? So that's why we got this pop that we see, but we didn't rocket to $19, $20, right? If SoFi came out and said that we landed Citibank, right, for the platform, this thing would be going to the moon, 100%. But they have not yet announced those things, and therefore That's why you're going to see this the stair ladder effect on SoFi. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go to 15 tomorrow. It's not going to happen likely, but it wouldn't surprise me. Um, so that's the best I can give you, bro. Like I can realistically see it there by the end of year. 100%. And the only let me fix my screen before it times me out. The only caveat to that is the presidency and economic conditions. So all those things play factors on these banks, right? So SoFi won't be his own demise necessarily, but they will be likely in a position based on the economy, which is just that makes sense for any company. I'm selling covered calls for $15 strike for January 17, so wanted to keep shares and not roll them. I hear you. I'm familiar with playing covered calls, and personally, I'm not playing covered calls right now, but you can. The thing you have to think about, right, is if SoFi breaks this recent high, then you're going to be paying that premium back. You're going to be paying back that contract in order to hold on to your shares. So if I was selling covered calls for SoFi, I'm waiting for, without a doubt, weakness in the price action. And I don't see that right now. What's your thoughts on grabbing Fubo now at these lows? Hey, brother B, did Fubo did they miss on their earnings? Because I was expecting them to do well, but I didn't do a lot of research. All right, and Angel, Disneyland in California is always packed too. Tourists flock every day of the week. It is insane how much year-round traffic Disney gets. Absolutely insane. We went to every park. We were there for 5 days, and every park wasn't like busy or crowded. It was like almost the perfect amount of people until I got to Magic Kingdom. And when I got to Magic Kingdom, worst park we ever went to. Hated it. We'll go back, but Magic Kingdom requires like 2 or 3 days, just because of how big it is, but also just it's so many people. That place was packed. And when I tell y'all how many people were at that bibbity bobbity boutique getting they little girls dolled up like princesses, including myself, and I got 2. When I tell y'all that brings that's an expense, they are making money hand over fist. I think each of my girls cost like, man, I want to say it's close to $200. And that was a deluxe package, I want to say. And there's a package above that. It was either $200 or $300 a kid. And yeah, that was a one and done thing. They ain't doing that again. All right. SoFi still running up. All right. We're at 117. You better get out of them covered calls, bro. You better get out of them covered calls. All right, so let me get you in the silver play. And can somebody tell me how many people are in the chat? I can't see that on my end without messing something up. How many people are in the live? All right, so let's look at silver. I was waiting for more people to hop on before I went into silver, so that's why I'm just trying to make sure as many eyes gets on this as possible. 27. Perfect. I appreciate that, D. Look, see, I'm a minnow. I'm a minnow here on this YouTube thing. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Rochella, have you been on a cruise, Disney cruise? I've never been. I've never been. I probably will never go either because my wife hates cruises. She won't do it. What am I doing here? All right. All right. 27 people, 26. That's enough for me to go over silver. So, hey, minnows, dolphins, orcas, let's get it. All right. We got y'all giving me energy, just so y'all know. Y'all giving me energy. All right. So what's my price action like here? So how I'm seeing this, you know, silver's been on a uptrend, right? And then just recently you've seen, you know, a lower high. Now I'm thinking that this is a neutral stance, or it's going to shape into like a symmetrical triangle. I think that's the name of this one, or descending triangle. One of the two. I got to look up my chart. I got a cheat sheet that tells me. Just so y'all know, I'm a firm believer of I keep stuff out of my brain as much as possible for as long as I can find the information easy. I'm okay. But there's too much up here, and I just need it out somewhere. Otherwise, I just go crazy. I'm already ADD. I don't need help like mixing stuff up. So, all right. So, looking at this, I am seeing. Nope. I'm seeing this right here. So I'm seeing silver follow this pattern, and we're gonna be looking for a breakout. Now, no, but heard is, yeah. Those carnivals, those cruises look nice. I was supposed to be on the cruise November for my buddy's anniversary, and my kids got dance competition, so now we can't go. But my wife was waiting for that schedule to come out because she didn't want to go no way. She just needed an excuse, but it was cool. She was gonna try though, you know, which it's cool. And bless her heart. She's gonna face her fears for me and my friends. All right, so this is what I see, and this is why I haven't posted anything with silver yet, because I watch these plays, I watch these stocks marinate, and then I hop in. As far as this run up that y'all seen from here to here, you guys had the levels. If you didn't see it, or if you're not plotting or charting the levels that I'm posting on when I do those option trades videos, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Because if you just set those on your chart and then set an alert, then you'll be straight. Yeah, Jeff, for sure. I did own silver, though, for a little bit when the market was kind of tanking. I was looking at commodities. So silver, I will tell you guys, I understand your position, Jeff, but I do see silver getting to like over $100 a share. And the reason for that is because the sheer demand of it, right? Um, Between solar panels and chips, and you know, you just name it. Like we have this technology boom alone, in this green transition, or you know, we're getting more green. We need more solar. We need more chips. We need more of all those things. We need more chips in cars, you know. So, and that in turns for me says that we need more silver. So I'd rather invest in silver than gold, personally, but to each his own. So I may just start a position if we can show strength here in a breakout. You think so, Rochella? I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm saying your name, Rochella or Rochella. So, but anyway, looking at silver, if we break below $30.63 and we're seeing weakness, then I would be looking at puts 100%. Now, this is a good example of me talking about strength and weakness with my plays here. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. So notice we hit this level, right? This right here, and looking at $30.63. So this big red bar, right? Well, did you wait for the bar to close, right? Did it close underneath the level? No. Instead, you had this nice long wick, green bar, hammer above it. So this tells me that it didn't want to give it up. So I would not have gotten into a put here, right? There's just not enough here, and you can see the volume where it dies off from, the bulls and bears, right? So yeah. So with silver, it's kind of how I see it. In reality, it might ride this a little bit longer, but this is how I'm looking at silver, and I'm waiting for the breakout. The breakout through this descending line of resistance or through this support level. Specifically looking for weakness under 30.63. Breaking through this would be further confirmation, which is 30.45. Dollar Tree looks like it will rip. So we got to be careful with Dollar Tree. We got to be careful with Dollar Tree. We got to be careful with Walmart. All those, what are those called? Consumer discretionaries. The reason is because if we're in a bull market, which we are, but I mean, if we're gonna rally, and today was just nothing but a healthy pullback due to like some slightly missed earnings, right? And we rallied, then Dollar Tree won't necessarily rally with the market, Traditionally, Dollar Tree and Walmart does well when the market isn't doing so well, or it's like it's uncertain of a direction because discount buys. People are looking for discounts. At least that's how I associate Walmart and Dollar Tree. But are you looking to get into a Dollar Tree play 24 live? And if so, I will be more than happy to take a look. Bro, okay, we're doing good in Sofi still. Root took off also. Who's Root? Root is a stock ticker? I never heard of Root before. Hey, I don't get a lot of views when it comes to this live business. So please, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be surely appreciated. I think I'm like 400 viewing hours away from monetization. So that'd be cool. But, if you don't like it, it's okay. I get it. But does everybody understand silver? What we're doing here? That's what I'm waiting for. Now, let's zoom out. Yes. My God. I am telling you guys right now, If silver breaks below 3063, your boy's hopping in puts all day. I am loving this like lacking volume right here. I'll take that all day. But anyway, Donna, you got in what? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, these videos, like I thought going into like this YouTube thing, it'll be like kind of quick and simple, but like every day that I want to record something, I'm faced with a new challenge, and it is frustrating as all hell. Now, I need y'all to know that for me to do technical analysis, like for me in like coming up with a play, it doesn't take me more than a couple minutes. But for me to put it all together and like and make a video about it describing what I see, on top of the download, upload, BS, whatever technical issues, that can take hours, and I'm not at a level where I'm willing to pay somebody to do that. So it is what it is, and also know I get paid pretty good money, and so it's like for my 9 to 5. So I don't need to do this. I do this because I genuinely care to help people. And if you guys been rocking with me, like especially in the Discord for all these years, you already know that about me. Um, I'm a very selfless dude, and I just want to help as I progress in this game, you know. So anybody I can take with me, I will. All right, hold up. Let me fix this. All right. Try not to get this cut off on me. Why AVGO keeps going up and down? Um, I can't tell you exactly why, but we can take a look at it. Broadcom. Okay, yeah, so like AT&T stuff. I mean, is it going up and down or is it on an uptrend? I mean, you got to zoom out and see what you see. So, you know, what the hell is going on with my computer? See, I'm lagging. Being hooked up on a mobile hotspot on 3 devices is not where it's at. Just letting y'all know. I knew it. All right, hold up. My second screen just went out, so 1 second. Second screen. Oop, no. I wanted to play some music in the background, like, cause my boy Tez, he makes beats, and but I fear that I'll blow up my computer if I add one more one more thing to it right now. So um, okay. TA on C. Okay, Celsius. Okay, got it. But this quick thing with this Broadcom AVGL. Oh, I mean, for me, like we just had a double bottom, and so you see that W formation here, and then this is on a, I think, yeah, this is on a daily. So it broke the neckline, and it came to retest, and now it looks like it's gonna continue upward. So for this stock right here, God dang it, my second screen again. Hold on, y'all. I need the second screen so I can see your comments and what you guys are wanting me to do here. Um, so again, I apologize for technical difficulties that will occur during this stream. All right, so with Broadcom, I do like it on for a bullish move to show new highs if it breaks above 179.78. Okay, now I know that the high is here. What is this at? 186. But I feel like if we show strength through 179.78, then we're gonna blow past it. And if we're gonna maintain this channel, then likely we're gonna head. My God, could it really go that far? I don't know. That's insane. But anyway, I mean, it's a good looking stock. You got double distribution here. So if it breaks below 171, then likely it's going to head to this next high volume node of 160. And then this 160 level would be my breaking point as far as looking at some puts, looking to go short. Okay. I would take that all the way down to 138. Let's see here. CELH, please. Got you. Hopefully I helped out with AVGO. If you want more information or if I need to elaborate more on that, just let me know. I think all these tabs are going to make my computer blow up. So you know what? I'm going to keep tabs closed. And then let me save. Where's my save button? Nope, that's not it. I don't be knowing where nothing is. It used to be up here. Oh, it might be covered up. Yep, it's covered up. All right, saved. All right, so let's look at CEHL. No, that's not it. CELH. Celsius. All right, and let's see. Catch up on some comments here. Hey, shout out to you, Curtis. Hey, I appreciate the love, bro, and I'm happy you're eating on Sofi. Like, man, I'm telling you, everybody that I see that's eating on Sofi is just like, it makes me feel good. Like it genuinely like gives me goosebumps because I've been talking about Sofi for a long time, and for it to fall all the way to $4 and like me still talking about it, like those has been riding with me. You know. So, am a Jamaican who would love to learn how to read charts. Okay, all right. So I will address that. Did you already talk about your prediction on Sofi? Yes, I did talk about Sofi, but of course you already know I can talk about Sofi all day. So I'll go back to Sofi eventually here because I figured there was more people that might join. So Kimar, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Shout out to Jamaica. You know, I mean, you know, reading the charts charts don't care, you know. But I'd be more than happy to help you out. I did recently post that I'm no longer turning people away for those that are asking for one-on-ones. Like I always say, I'm completely transparent. I'm not a millionaire or anything like that. Far from it, just so you know. But I am a guy that's been around the block for a long time. I'm like that. So I got a lot of knowledge when it comes to that stuff, and I can help people get started on their journey, right? Reading charts and stuff like that. But disclosure, all the information is out there. So, but some people don't like doing the research or just don't know where to look or whatever, and rather have a more personalized experience in this game, and I'm not gonna fight that anymore. So if you're interested in one-on-ones, just hit me in the DMs. I do charge because I already spent a lot of time doing this, and time is currency. That's just simple as that. So, all right. So let's get into this stock real quick, Celsius, and then I'll go into Sofi and PLTR. And Sofi is up 122%. And hold on, let me look back at it. No, we just came down a little bit. So we're seeing some red. All right. I hear you, Donna. And I think that's why people are looking for one-on-ones, because it is a lot to take in. It's so much information. So with Celsius, I don't know if you're looking short-term or long-term, but man, this is nasty. Man, this is nasty. But I am seeing that volume is going down off of this downtrend, and we may have seen a higher low, but I'm not so sure. Right now, we have earnings coming up for Celsius, and that day is the 7th. Yeah, that's coming up. So this stock will likely stay stagnant until then. I want y'all to remember something, okay, when it comes to earnings. I'm a firm believer. I think if I were tracking this, I could be statistically proven correct when I say the stock will likely go in the opposite direction of where the earnings is going to take it. So what does that mean? So if the stock is on a rocket right before the earnings, then likely once the earnings is posted, it's going to fall like a rock. And if the stock is going down, right, and earnings comes out, likely it's going to go on a rocket. It just happens. I played Tesla that very same way. Played it to the downside, and then earnings happened and it took off. So it just is how this stuff works. All right, so looking at Celsius for long-term. Okay, long-term hold. Okay, thanks for keeping me on track, Angel. I appreciate you. So long-term, I'm not touching the stock until we get over this 32.13 and show strength. It is. Let me zoom further out with the stock, because, like, is there more room for it to go down? And yes, there is. Looking at a week view of this stock, it has a lot of room to fall. Okay, I am not touching this company until I see strong support above 33.42. That's what I'll say. So, yeah. I mean, you have a low volume node here, and I'm looking at the weekly. So, low volume node. Well, how can I? So, which is acting as a level of support right now. So you see what's going on here, right? Spinning top, followed by bearish candles. But we have supported this low volume node. If I am a betting man, like, which I am, I would predict that it would trade within this range for a little bit until earnings happens. Okay, hopefully that helps. Now, again, who is that, Angel? So I just made a statement about what happens pre-earnings versus post-earnings. So this could be one of those psychological moves where it dumps down a little bit more. And what it could do is break below this low volume node, which was acting as support, and then wick up, right? And if you see that, then you're waiting for that moment to of that level. I think it was like 33.80. I forgot what I told you exactly. Sam, memory shot. But anyway, I hope that helps. Let me just put this on the chart and like going to, yeah. Yeah, I would play this safer. 33.53. But anyway, hopefully that helps. Let me fix the screen up quick. I don't need studio mode anymore, so let's get out of that. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, yep. My pleasure, Angel. Glad I could help. All right. So next on the list, yeah, I see you, Mr. Get Right 45. Um, so I'll say this. So I said that, I'll do one-on-ones, but everybody that knows me knows that I'll try my best to address any questions that you have. So if you have done some research on something and you want a little bit more clarity, where it's just like a quick paragraph or something I can type to you, then that's fine. Hit me up. But if there's like a broad question you have, I'll know rather or not like it requires more time to explain. And I also send voice chats too, just so you know, like in the Discord DMs. And if you're not on the Discord, that's fine. You can hit me up on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, then just reply to comments here on YouTube, and then I read all the comments. So okay, so Donna, you want me to hit up? Calm down, Donna. You got another one. I got to do Sofi and Palantir. So hold up, I'm trying to keep up with you. Hey, so Sofi, I'll just go over this briefly again. Um, so essentially, I did not sell out of my position, even though we've seen like an increased volume for selling pressure here. But we are also coming off this nice rocket, and we have an imbalance, okay, which is a sign of just strength that should continue. Now, again, SoFi is at the mercy of the market. Now, even though the market went down and SoFi went up, that's great, but it's still the market is unavoidable, especially as a bank. So we could see a pullback. I'm hoping we don't, but as of right now, I'm pretty happy with where we are and the price action that we see here. So, Donna, I explained to people that if you're new, like if you're trying to get into SoFi now, and somebody asked if it was too late, then my stance on this was if we show strength above $11.13, then I would be looking for calls, right? And if you see weakness below, that level, then I would be looking at puts, and I would play it pretty tight. So that's what I got. And then they asked earlier what the price targets were, and as you can see, 1155, and we really need to break through 1171. And if we break through that, then we're headed to $12. Well, we're headed to 1285. But my next take profit target was 1268. Now, anybody that was asking questions today about if they should take profits on SoFi, that's why I posted those green lines, right? I posted all those green lines and also the that diagram, or what was it? That screenshot of all the take profit targets, because you have to know when you've made enough money, right? You have to know when to walk away. It's like a casino, right? If you're up in blackjack, right? Do you keep going until you give back what you gained, or are you the type to get up and walk away and be happy with your winnings? For the longest, when I was a drinker, right? I think I'm going on a little over 400 days of sobriety right now, but so back then when I was drinking, yeah, I would probably just gamble the money away. I would make stupid decisions, I don't know. I don't know why. It's just what it was. So anyway, but that's why the price targets are there. So you can make the decision to take profit there or not. Also, the price targets were given for you guys to be pay attention to those levels, but also read price action. So at 11:13, if the price action didn't show that we were going to be reversing or showing signs of retracement, then I'm not selling. Yeah, but if at that level I started to see weakness, or if I started to see a volume decrease, right, then I might consider taking my profits, or at least taking some money off the table, right? So that's where I was with that. Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks, Donna. Thank you so much. I'm gonna lose my screen. I'm gonna lose my screen. God dang it. I'm gonna lose my second screen. So give me a minute. Yep. Second screen going bye-bye. Connect. Yeah. So the sobriety journey was crazy. And I posted like almost every day, like when I hit a milestone, you know, like another day sober or whatever. And I had this little counter on my phone. So like every day I woke up, I would hit the counter, and the counter represented days of not drinking. And the goal was, right, the mental, like the psychological goal was, if I press that button the moment I wake up, there's a lesser chance that I was going to drink that day. So so it's like pre-committing to an action or behavior, and that worked for me. And then if you guys ever read the book Atomic Habits, because that, I didn't get this idea from the book, but I was intrigued when I found out that it was from the book. But it tied into something called habit stacking. So, and this is stuff I would talk about like on the one-on-ones though too, just to help people a little bit. But habit stacking, I mean, you can tie it into your trading journey, right? You can pre-commit like certain things, whatever you want to target. So a couple books for y'all to read if you're book readers. If you're not a book reader, listen to the Audible, whatever. But Atomic Habits and The Power of One More. Those are great books. I did just finish one that was amazing, and it was what was it called? How I'm gonna get the proper title before I put that out. But those two books, it's really cool. And The Power of One More was about. Oh, let me do this other side. Was about doing one more thing or having one more action that would get you closer to your goal. IONQ. All right. So yeah, those two books, like the messaging from those books definitely helped with the sobriety and my physical condition. So I end up stacking my habits. So every day that I was sober, I would tie that into an exercise that I did. So, for example, I was in the military for 13 years, and I would, we have this PT test, and on the PT test, you have to do X amount of push-ups, sit-ups, run a mile, 2 miles within a certain time. So I found an old PT scorecard of mine, and I was like, I did like, I don't know, 56 to 64 push-ups. Like I forgot which one I found. But nonetheless, I was like, 56 push-ups, can I do that right now? And I tried to do the push-ups, and I couldn't do 56 push-ups. Like I couldn't. So I was disappointed in myself. So at that moment, I decided to stack my sobriety habit, like not drinking, with my push-ups. So if I was on day 10 of not drinking, I would do 10 push-ups in the morning and 10 push-ups at night. And then so in every day I added to that counter, I added push-ups. So the next day was 11 push-ups. And the next day was 12 push-ups and 13 push-ups. And next thing you know, I'm cranking out push-ups like it's nobody's business. Like absolutely destroyed it. And when I tell you the power of compounding is so insane, I was impressed. And not only did it help me there, like I mean, physically everywhere, like it was a positive time. So something to take away. I mean, maybe add it to something that you guys are trying to accomplish in your life. It doesn't necessarily need to be the stock market. I found that doesn't necessarily translate with the same amount of success on the stock market. But I'll read comments, and I'm sorry, I'll get to this IONQ. Sorry, I went off on a little bit of a tangent, but great book. I'm halfway through for sure. Power of One More. Haven't read that one. I'll pick it up. With the Power of One More, I would recommend the Audible. So I think because the guy that wrote the book also narrates the book, and it sounds good. You know, hearing his story the way he wants to tell it or whatever. So I can't even do 5 push-ups in a row. Bart, hey, what's up, Bart? hey, if you want to impress your wife, just on the low, she don't need to see this. Just do 1 push-up, then 2 push-ups, then 3 push-ups every day, and I guarantee it, that you'll be cranking out push-ups, and your wife's like, dang, you got the juice now. Come on, Bart. All right, let me get into this. So IONQ. Well, it looks like right now, as I see this stock, right, without even like touching anything, it looks like we're about to go on a run on this stock here, Donna. We're seeing higher lows, but I also see some strong price movement. So you had 3 white soldiers, right? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, that's 3 solid green bars. It's a bullish move. It's a bullish indicator. So this is a pretty strong signal for me in order to look at going long. Now, I mean, the safe bet would be to wait until you break 1947, Donna. 1947. I'm not going to get it properly. Here we go. We're just going to do 1937. So the safe bet is if you see strength through this level, okay? That's what I would be banking on. And I don't know. It looks like it could be on its way to retest some highs. So, and if we want to set these channels, there you go. So I can see it breaking through and then finding resistance right at this peak right here, which is 23.21. I can't even do 5. All right, let me make sure that this window stays good. Hey, can somebody tell me how many people are watching the live right now? Thanks, Curtis. I appreciate it. Rochella, thank you. Thank you guys for, you know, the love with the sobriety thing. I pat myself on the back because too often my wife checks me because I won't give it the grace that it should have. You know, I'm the guys on to the next one, right? Shout out to 24 people. I appreciate you guys. I'm a minnow with this YouTube thing, but hopefully you guys are getting some good content. Hit the like if you're just joining us. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. your boy lost it. Oh yeah, the sobriety thing. It's not just sobriety. It's anything I do. So, like, if I achieve something, like, I'm more likely to be like, cool, and then let's do it better, or let's do something different, or what's the next challenge, instead of like letting that accomplishment marinate, right? So that's a flaw of mine, um, about like sit like that, plus just being present and enjoying the little things. Um, there's another book I just thought of. What's it? Oh, another book, The Alchemist. Um, and that book is about finding your personal legend, right? So look it up. It's an easy read, but it, you know, just it's a recommendation. I'm not going to tell you about the book, but what I just said reminded me of the book that I read. Just so y'all know, I hate books. I hate reading, but I hate reading for no reason. Self-help books all day, fantasy fiction, whatever. Nah, no. I'll wait for the TV show to come out. If it's that good, it'll be a TV show. All right, Donna, does that make sense with IONQ? And then does anybody else have stocks you want me to cover? Can you give me a one-on-one class, please? Hey, Lizmo, are you in the Discord? Hey, essentially, anybody that's looking for one-on-one classes, I announced that I am not turning people away anymore. But also, time is currency. I already put a lot of time into this, and I don't get paid anything for it. And it just takes a lot. This stuff takes a lot. So, if you want a one-on-one session, please go ahead and shoot me a DM. I will ask you some questions to understand your level of um, understanding of the stock market or whatnot, and then decide whether or not it's worth your time to have a one-on-one with me, because it could be something simple where I can help you through just messaging, and you might not need the one-on-one, because I much rather do that versus charge you for something that I think I can just give you a nugget and it can get you on your way. So again, I don't do any of this for money, but at the same time, time is currency. I have a wife, two beautiful daughters. I have a great job, successful career, and this YouTube thing and the Discord and all this, I just do it because I love helping people. 100% the reason why I do it. And I will be doing another journal giveaway in November. If you guys don't have the journal, then just go to Amazon and then type in stocks for Rell, all one word, the number 4, and then you can see the journal there. And it's great for minnows, for sure, just to get you started. But as you grow as a trader, and you start taking a profit, it might be better to go with something like TradeZilla, which is more of like a paid for system. I don't pay for that system, but I love analytics. So I can see myself graduating to that. But right now, that's a paid service that I'm not willing to pay for. So hopefully that answers your question, Lizmo. All right, cool, Donna. Will I be able to rewatch this live when it's done? Yes, Bart, 100%. Lizmo, I'm not. Okay, Lizmo, do you follow me on Instagram? If you have Instagram, follow me there, and and then just send me a DM. Okay. If you're interested in one-on-ones, just send me a DM. Um, Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure out like another way to reach people. So, any suggestions? I don't want to give out my phone number or my email. I can come up with like a dummy email account, but Stocks for Rell email. I can do that. Hey, don't nobody steal that, because I don't have it yet. Somebody gonna make a Stocks for Rell email account and then start charging me for it. What's up, Mind Elevation? How's it going? How's our baby doing? Is she all right? All right, I am taking requests to cover stocks. Hopefully it's been helpful so far. How long have I been on? Like a couple hours. But yeah, once this video is over, you will be able to rewatch it. It should save. And yeah, it should save. Futures. Oh man, that was a nice bounce. Fell all the way to my level. See, that's another thing. Hold on. My phone's ringing. I'll call you back. I might have to get off soon. My wife is calling now, so about that time soon to put the kids to bed. But that's another thing. When I do lives and stuff, or every moment that I'm spending, like going over charts or recording videos or something like that, it's a moment that I could be making money, right? Because this right here, I had this charted, right? I was saying pretty much if NQ broke 20,629, I had us going down to 20,400. That's a huge payout if you guys know futures. But I had that. Dang. Whatever. It is what it is. Any thoughts on can you look at Google? Yes, I can do those. Thanks for the follow, Lismo. Appreciate that. Now DM me, and then I'll take a look. We'll start a conversation and see where it goes. Can you look at VFC? Okay, so I'll take a look first at Google, and then UNH. That's a new one for me. So just bear with me. So the person that's asking about Google, yeah, Mind Elevation. Are you trying to trade it? Are you looking to trade it, or are you looking to like you're looking for a position for long-term investment? Like, because I asked that question because that can dictate how I break down a chart or how I look at it for you. Yeah, because if you ask me to look at it, I see it. I see Google with higher highs and higher lows, and it was a little bit of a sell-off, but like, are we done? Are we going to continue to fall, or is this a pullback to the current level of 176 and we're going to see a bounce? At the level that Google is right now, there's a very strong chance that it can find support here. Let me, not to say it will happen, because this looks pretty weak, right? But we also have a decrease in volume, right? So the sellers are getting exhausted, but we did break through this 176 level. So, and we're trapped between the 20 and the 50 EMAs. So a no trade zone here. If you're looking to trade the stock, then you're waiting for a breakout above 176.19, or you're gonna wait until it falls back to the POC and then figure out where it's gonna go from there, which is also the 200-day EMA. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, even though we had this sell-off from Google, like it could be temporary. They could announce it, and there's no volume in this area either. So this thing is probably, it could fall all the way to 167. I don't know anything. I know nothing. It depends on how you're looking at Google. Lizmo, the Discord isn't mine. I'm in Keenan Grace's Discord. I don't know if you know who Keenan Grace is, but I'm in his Discord. So I've been there for a while. So if you want to sign up and pay the membership fee, then by all means go ahead. Otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram, and then anything you need, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. All right. Expiration 12/20. I'm in a swing trade. Okay, so you're in a call option for Google Mind Elevation. Whew. Did you hop in before close? And hey, I love the fact that you gave yourself some time. But let's see here. Looking at just the 4-hour, I want to see where it is on the fibs. So, yeah, so this would be, I would go off this one right here. So it's in the golden pocket on the fibs right now. So we essentially need to hold 173 here. Otherwise, it's going to give up all those gains. I don't like it. So again, this is right in line with what I was saying. We need Google to retake 176.19. And if we show strength through that, then you're in a great position for calls. Let's look at it on a shorter time frame. Yeah, he had an increase in volume going into the after hours. And again, there's no volume here, and it's a double distribution for the most part. So this could be a gravitational pull back down to 171. But hard to tell. Hard to tell. And it's in like a no trade zone for me because I'm stuck between the 200 and the 21 EMA. So for me to be bullish on the proper situation, one is 176.19. Yeah, that's it. 176.19. Or if you want to be really patient, you can wait till it crawls all the way back up to 180. So, let's see here. We got VFC. I'm in profits now. Curious if it will keep running. VFC. A mind elevation. Let me know if I answered your questions. But if you need me to elaborate more on that, just say the word. I'll do my best. VFC. God dang, I can't get right. I got a bad entry. I'm getting cooked right now. Yeah, I can see that, man. I'm sorry, but like I said, the great news is that you got time. But in all reality, just so you know, being an outsider looking at that stock right now, if I were in control of your portfolio, right? So I was in that position, I would just cut it. I would just cut it. Because there's no confirmation anywhere, and all signs are pointing down for the most part because of the lack of volume. But the thing is that psychological thing will play in your head where you cut it and then it reverses, and you're like, dang, I should have held on. But you just can't operate that way. You got to get that out your brain, and just there's always another play. But if you're heavy in that position, I would get the heck out of it. Hold on to what I have. Reddit. Hold up. VFC. So somebody's wondering if, let me do VFC first. Can somebody tell me, give me an update on how many we have watching? I am in profit now. Curious if it will keep running. Recommend paying for trading view. Okay. So with VFC, to answer your first question, do I see it still running? Yeah. I mean, it very well could. It found, it's probably like, I don't like this. I don't like the volume profile that much. But I can see it pulling back a little bit further to about $21 before it continues upward. But I'm not seeing. Oh, this is the 15 minute. But I'm not seeing anything that's telling me that it's not going to continue. Yeah, great indication with your EMAs, but you have a lot of distribution going on this chart. So as long as it doesn't break through a bunch of high volume nodes, I think you're okay. But looking at this right now for VFC, if you're in calls, you got two ways you can do this. One, if you are scared, you shouldn't trade out of fear. But if it breaks 22.21 and there's weakness there, then you might consider getting out. You have to identify how much you're willing to give back, right? Because if it breaks that, it's headed to 21.46, right? So I don't know what that does for your overall value, as far as what it's worth to you. Thanks for the updates on the views. I have to go to the little boy's room. I will be right back. Stay tuned.
Oh, man.
What's up? Sorry for that. I'm not apologizing for going to the bathroom. Screw that. I'm back. All right. Um, let's see. Let me catch up on some chats. Oh, okay. Lizmo, did you just sign up for the Discord, or have you been in it? I thought you said you weren't. If you just got in, I'm about to hit up Keenan for some commission. Like, I'm recruiting, bro. um, you're holding stocks. Do you recommend paying for trading? Okay, so TradingView, Angel. Yes, I do recommend TradingView. However, I would not pay for it unless it is Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Don't pay for TradingView until those days. Yep, 100%. Because I think it goes like 80 to 90% off during that time. But no way in hell am I paying for TradingView if those deals didn't come out. So, yeah, not a chance. I'll take my chances without these extra tools. Because in reality, if you're good enough, you can trade just looking at the chart with no indicators. So, I'm holding stocks. VSC was a loser for a long time. Oh, dude! Shout out to you, Angel. That's amazing. I I'm curious. You know, the conviction and the company, right? Like, something about a company has to speak to you if you're going to continue to dump money into it in hopes that it just pops. So And that's how it was for SoFi. So I get that. Thank you for answering the trading view question. Yep, my pleasure. Absolutely. Do not see. I can't give you financial advice on these charts, but I can tell you about these apps, and I don't pay for it. Don't pay for any of it, not until you see a deal. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever you name it. Okay. So, SoFi holding strong. Thank you. Any other requests? Oh man, I'm about to lose my second screen again, am I? I got it. We good. All right. Reset. Ooh, I gotta redo this chart. So it's a mess. It is a mess. All right. Anyway, what we got? Shout out to the 26 people watching. I appreciate you guys. Please, if you're new here, just hit the like button. Again, I am not monetized, so all of this is just me using my spare time to help out where I can. And I know some of you in here, not saying no names, have signed up to do one-on-ones with me. So you're getting like a little sneak peek of, I guess, how I look at charts. But I will dive deeper into what I do and what I see, and strategies, various strategies that may work for you. But one thing I learned is all strategies work, and there's no one strategy that fits everybody. But there are enough of them out there to fit you, or you as a trader, but more so aligns with your personality and your psychology. So stop limit on Robinhood doesn't work. I lose money every day. Yes, Lizmo, I just talked about this. I want you to go into your Robinhood app right now and then check an option and then see if you see an option that says just stop. Not stop limit, but like stop or stop market. If you see that as an option, then you need to choose. You don't need to do anything. But I would encourage using that because that is likely to get filled. Stop limit orders, especially with Robinhood, does not get filled. They blow right past them, and all your gains are gone. And any brokerage account, if you're playing like an AMC or GME or whatever, and you got a stop limit order, that ain't gonna get filled. They ain't gonna get filled. They're not gonna pay you. They'll find a way around it. So you have to put a stop or a stop market order. Okay. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I forgot about Palantir. What is going to stop loss on Robinhood? Can you say something about? Yeah, Lizmo, I just said it. So hopefully you caught what I just said. But Palantir, man, I had the opportunity to grab this at $6, and it went up, and I thought, oh, it has to come down. And it went up. I was like, oh, it has to come down, and I just missed the boat. I had every opportunity to just own this position, seriously, and I'm killing myself. That's crazy. Anyway, so with this, I try not to look at Palantir because my heart hurts. My heart hurts because I had the chance. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Not gonna talk about it. So, Palantir, what do you want to know? Are you asking me where it's going? I mean, you got earnings coming up, big dog, on the 4th, right? I always put a vertical line, helps me track helps me track, and we're right there. So Palantir is in no man's land right now. There's not a lot of volume. It's just reached new highs. It's continuing to do that. I'm not seeing any source of weakness at this time. It's above the EMAs at the very least. You can see a pullback to $34 to touch the EMAs. And if you were here when we started the stream, remember what I said about earnings, like my thought on it. So if Palantir pulls back quite a bit before earnings, then there's a strong chance that it's gonna go in an absolute rocket post earnings. So that's what I'm sensing, but I can't say with certainty. You know what, Angel? Yep, I remember VFC. I think I was actually considering investing in that company at some point, but yeah. And why I didn't is because out of all of those names, the brands, the only one that I see as being like long-term profitable was North Face. Nautica, I don't really think so. Vans probably is still a thing in the skate crowd, whatever. And I don't hear anything about Tim's, So, and also, I don't support Timberland boots. So and that's for historical reasons of the company. So that's probably why I didn't pull the trigger on that. Rochella, did that answer your question on Palantir, or is there any specific questions you want me to cover? Questions you have? All right, well, let me zoom in because, this is going to tell me a little bit more here. So I was on a week chart back then, and, yep, what do you know? What do you know? We have weakness and a sell-off. Okay. Sorry, Rochella. I was a little bit too far zoomed out on that. Essentially, Palantir is doing what I assume it would do before earnings, and is gonna pull back. If you're in calls for Palantir, then I would be somewhat concerned because I can definitely see a sell-off happening, but the price action doesn't necessarily. I'm not seeing any patterns necessarily, but I am seeing a break through a high volume node into a low volume, which tends to have a gravitational pull towards the next node, which is it's down there. So like $40, but it could go down to $40. Who knows? But if you're probably gonna continue to see weakness, and into $40, and it could live there until the 4th or trade within range. But that's a lot of chop. That's a lot of chop here. Mind you, you're still in a bullish pattern, right? You're in a uptrend. You have a higher high and higher lows, so it has not broken this higher low here. So again, I think this is just a like a liquidity grab, it's I just think it's gonna pull back before earnings and then likely pop. They're probably gonna announce some government deal or extension to a government deal or whatever and blow up. So one-on-ones, just hit me in the DMs and I'll talk to you all about it. I offer like a tiers or packages or whatever. That's session based. So rather it's one session or 6 sessions, I kind of have it broken out that way. So, yeah, I'll talk to you about it if you DM me. You can DM me in Instagram or on KGU in the Discord. Yeah, Vans will always be popular. I mean, there's a cult following for Vans. So you want the next possible level for holding shares. If you're holding shares of Palantir, I don't know if you're really worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like a pullback, because pullbacks are going to happen. Essentially, though, the stock is just on a rocket. If you're trading, I would care more, but I don't know how you position yourself in your portfolio. You know what I mean? Like, do you have stop losses on your positions? Dang it, I lost my second screen. Oh no, I didn't. Cool. Okay, so you're looking for call options. So yeah. You know what? All right. I can't do this. I was gonna say I was willing to do make a video on Palantir for call options, but with earnings coming up, I don't want to really touch it. As you can see, we're in this channel, and as I zoom in, it looks like it's trying to break through. So what happened to my level? I think my level's deleted. But yeah, I wouldn't be playing anything unless you're just trying to gamble on earnings. If you're trying to gamble on earnings and you're looking for a level to get in, then you're looking at $40. $40. I mean, at 41.70, if you see a reversal candle or some strength here, then that might be a good entry, because that's still going to be a higher low, which is good. That means that you're going to maintain your momentum in this uptrend. But I don't like this. Even though this is a higher high, I don't like when it does not touch the ascending line of resistance. And I also don't like when it is underneath the halfway point. So again, you're looking for strength here before earnings or at $40. Okay. All right, sounds good, mine. How do you overcome the psychological challenge of not wanting to sell small losses, then end up taking a big loss? That's a whole session, Angel. Absolute whole session. So, how do you overcome the psychological challenge of not wanting to sell small loss and end up taking a big loss? That's just discipline. And I know that's a simple answer. Let me see if I can give you. I'm trying to figure out what I did, because that is something that I've recently gotten good at. Okay. Yes. So the reason why I made those mistakes, Angel, and I got to keep this brief because this can go off on a tangent. But the reason why I made those mistakes, as far as like selling my my losses or not selling my losses and letting them generate into bigger losses, is because I didn't know where the stock was going, and then I also was hopeful that it was going to come my way. I am no longer a hopeful trader. And the reason for that is because I have a better understanding of the charts and price action. I trust what I see. And I know that if a stock, if the price breaks a certain level, then my play is dead and there's probably no coming back from it. I know my first level of support I know my second, and I know my third. And then from the mental aspect, I can decide, man, am I okay with breaking through this first level and testing the second? Am I okay with breaking from the second level to the third level? And then at the third level, if I hold this stock and it breaks through the third level, this is going to zero. Like, you absolutely should be able to know that. If this breaks this level, this play is dead, like 100%. So it's a risk management thing. If that first level that you hit that you're breaking is a 30%, or let's say a 15% loss, and the next level below that isn't too far away, and you're willing to take a 30% loss, then that's what you do. You ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose? Or how much am I willing to pay to be in this play? That's it. But if you don't know price action, if you don't know where stock is going, then it's harder. And then that turns into you wishing and hoping and praying that it's going to go your way. And then you start telling yourself, oh, well, I have time. Or, hey, I could just dollar cost average in and all these other things. But you have to, I think once you have a better understanding of the charts, that is less likely to happen. And a lot of people, I notice, they don't. They have a very surface level view, which is fine. But if you're not disciplined and you struggle with that, then you need to know more. Hopefully that helps, Angel. Yeah, Angel, hit me in the Discord or Instagram if you want to talk more about it. Again, I offer the one-on-one sessions, but but some just everybody know. I just want you all to know that they'll say that there's no epiphany or aha moment in this market, but there are some, I don't know, some oh shit moments, like, or like, man, that's good. Like a little nugget sometimes can equate to a larger understanding, or a brighter view, or a wider view of the market and the charts. And then the more you understand how price action and stuff like that works, the more disciplined you become, I think. And I will be the first to say that I still have struggles with discipline, 100%. Okay, that is a journey for me that I am on, and that is the number one reason why I have a YouTube channel. The number two reason is to share my hardships with you guys, to try to, and then teach, right? And help people not struggle as much. But you're gonna struggle. It is what it is. We always be learning. ABC. Well, that's always be closing. Well, ABL, always be learning. ABL. Never stop learning. Very helpful. I will keep this in mind. Absolutely. It's my pleasure, Angel. And the still learning, I'm about to get off of this live in like 2 minutes, but I'm going to say, to your comment, Rochella, the still learning piece is so important. And there's something that I learned earlier. It's called having the red belt mentality. And the red belt mentality, so like back in the day, there's the white belt, the green belt, the orange belt, the red belt, the black belt, something like that, right? It was the red belt, then the black belt. And the black belt, right, you've arrived. You are king dude, right? And you can roundhouse anybody, right? You can do whatever. That's what the black belt represented. However, it's known that once people reach that level, that black belt tier, that they've made it. They have no more training. And what happens? They get fat. They get lazy. You know, they've arrived. Maybe they become teachers or whatever, right? So I always say have a red belt mentality. And I keep a red belt in my space because the red belt is the individual, the person that's fighting for the black belt. They're grinding to get the black belt, right? So having the red belt mentality means always be learning, always be improving yourself, your disciplines, your psychology, whatever. Um, that's why enough is never enough for me. Maybe, but red belt mindset, always be learning. What is the best way to build a small trading account? I lost 690 in Nvidia call options over this past. Whew, praying it turns around never again. I get that. I get that, bro. The best way to build a small trading account. Um, I would probably say swing trade. I would not. I mean, day trading. If you're a new investor, I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, right? If you are good at reading price action, reading the charts, and you understand those things, then swing trades would be better for a smaller account because likely you will have larger gains. Notice that every time I posted option trades, more than likely I was over 100% on most of those plays, right? And that's because the charting that I've done is anticipation of a greater move. Now, when day trading, right, a lot of people are hopping in and out, right, jumping in and out, and you're making little wins. The problem with that is that with little wins, you're probably not putting on much size. And then how often are you winning versus losing, right? And then from a psychological piece, for what Rochella just said, I'm sorry, Angel just said, how often are you holding on to that contract and it being a bigger loser than your winners? It happens too frequently. And the best thing that happened to me with options was when I slowed down and stopped trading as much. And that meant um, swing trading and then spending more, um, being more particular about my entries. So thank you for the gems, Rell. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Much love. I don't have a big following, but hopefully you guys are sharing content and people are actually watching the videos because I think I have content to, or information to give. I've been through a lot, and if I can avoid people struggling as I did, and I still struggle. Don't get it twisted. Your boy is still on his journey. But if you can learn from my mistakes, then that's a win for me. So, and I've helped out a lot of people who has now superseded me, and they make way more money than I do when it comes to the stock market. And they were just a minnow, but I had some knowledge. They had more discipline. They took bigger risk, right? So, to each his own. It is what it is. My pleasure. Hey, with that being said, I have to call my babies. I'll stay here for 2 minutes and see if there's any more questions. But I have to call my babies and wish them good night. I'm away on business, so and now I'm losing my voice. I've spoke for too long. How long I've been on this thing? 2 hours. Y'all just got 2 hours with Rell. Man, hey, I gotta put my hold up. I ain't like that. I am not like that. Boy, hey, no shame in my game. If y'all want to cash app your boy, you can cash app your boy. No hard feelings if you don't, though. Hey, Eric. Hey, man. Thanks for joining. I know I'm almost done, but if you can hit the like button, that'd be appreciated. But this will be rewatchable, and I think a lot of gems got dropped here, and I think it really some of the stuff we talked about could really help those that watch. So if you felt like this content can help somebody else, please share it, because it was more than just chart reading, right? So we covered a lot here. You have 6? Man, you got an army. I love it. You got a squad. I was looking to see. I appreciate that. Yes, gotta hit that like. Mine elevation. Intel is their earnings is coming up. I want to say pretty darn soon here. And I'm gonna be quick because I should already have this. Yeah. So I already put out earlier today that we're in this pattern here. It's like a descending triangle or symmetrical triangle. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, we're going to trade into here until earnings, which is coming up, right? So earnings is tomorrow after close. So typically, this is a neutral position. I just want y'all to know. And this is the last gem I'm giving. If you're bullish into this neutral position, likely the direction is north, right? It trades within this range. So we're seeing a healthy pullback, and then likely we can see Intel taking off. So if you want to grab Intel before market close, you can grab it at the base here at 2170, but see these wicks, they're going to try to trip you up, okay? My stop loss on this would be 2127, but I would be entering here on some strength at this level before close, and hoping, because this is of course a gamble when we're playing earnings, it's moon or zero, and when we're playing it hot, so we're hoping that it breaks up and down. So again, to my what I think is statistically proven, or could be, stock pulls back pre-earnings. If it does that, then likely it's going to go on a rocket post-earnings or when it's announced. So okay, thank you very much. I joined late, but I will listen. Hey everybody, I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I mean, it's 2 hours. I think this is the longest live stream I had, and it's a lot of I got a lot of comments, so a lot of involvement. So it made the stream. So shout out to y'all for actually having questions, and because you guys asking those questions helps out a lot of people, which is what this is all about. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Take care.